Hi, thank you for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona. Hopefully today with our bets and your bets, it's going to be another profitable day for you. Monday, May 13th, Major League Baseball slate. Pretty full slate for a Monday for sure, so a lot of stuff to get into. So first of all, if you're new to the show, welcome. Secondly, we fade or follow four teams, Cubs, Dodgers, Royals, and Orioles, as there are so many baseball games going on daily that it will be almost impossible, unless I had a statistician team of about 50 to watch games every day, to absolutely up to date on every dang team out there. So we will give you leans, though, and other plays probably to look at in other games out there, but definitely want to, with those four teams, we got four games with a ton of bets and a ton of action for you. So let's go ahead and get started. 3:36 out here in Phoenix, 6:36 Eastern Time. Blue Jays head to Baltimore in this one here for the Orioles, obviously, in Baltimore, unless there's a new team in Baltimore, duh. So Orioles and Blue Jays in this one. Berrios versus Burns. Berrios last couple times out's got knocked around a little bit. Burns, I will say this, he has been really good for the Orioles. I think he really stabilizes the top of the rotation for him. And moves Grayson Rodriguez down to the 2, Joe Means down to the 3, and so on and so forth. But he has got touched up a little bit the last couple. I mean, the ERA is still under 3, still pitching fantastic. Don't get me wrong. He not doing anything wrong by any stretch of the imagination. Just got touched up a little couple times. Record at 3-2 is because he hasn't gotten a crap ton of run support yet from him. But he does pitch deep into ball games, keeps that bullpen that's really shaky off the field as much as possible as well. So this game here, roughly Orioles about $1.50-ish favorite or so in this one. And, you know, there should be no reason not to believe that they should be $1.50 favorite in this one. So we will take the Orioles in this matchup. Orioles money line, minus 1.5, 2.5, 3.5 on the run line. Orioles over the team total. Orioles minus a half a run. First 3, first 5, first 7 innings. Adley Rutschman has had fantastic success against Berrios, so we'll ride with him today. Homer, double over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. Jordan Westburg, if you haven't paid attention to him over the weekend series against the Diamondbacks, he's been on fire. We'll roll with him as well. Homer, double over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. So one more time, Orioles and the Blue Jays. Orioles money line, minus 1.5, 2.5, 3.5 on the run line. Orioles over the team total. Orioles minus a half a run, front 3, front 5, and front 7 innings. Adley Rutschman, homer, double over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, 2+ hits. Jordan Westburg, homer, double over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. Next game up on the board, 3:41 out here in Phoenix, 6:41 Eastern Time. Tigers. Tigers, Marlins in Detroit. Sanchez versus Manning for the Tigers in this one. The only reason we're going to, obviously the Marlins have been hot garbage as they're 11-30, I think 11-31 heading into this game, if that's correct. Sanchez has not pitched well for them. Just only one start out, though. Manning hasn't been anything spectacular for Detroit. We would have a slight lean here, though, towards the Tigers. This particular matchup. And to be really honest, they're $1.72 favorite here, so not really liking that number with the starting pitching matchup. But could be an opportunity here for at 8.5, maybe to look to the over there, or team total over on the Tigers on that one. So next game up, let's see here. Apologize here. We're kind of flipping screens a little bit. Let's see. So 4:11 out here in Phoenix, 7:11 Eastern Time. We've got Phillies, Mets. In this one here, Sanchez versus Manaea. Manea's pitched really well as of late, as the ERA is now down to like 3.3. Sanchez pitched fine so far this season. His ERA around the same in this one. So in this Mets-Phillies game, you got a Phillies team they've been rocking. We'll put it to you that way. For most of the season here. The Mets, on the other hand, have not. I'd really rather play probably the Mets plus 1.5 here, as they are the dog, as the Phillies are $1.30 on the road in this one. So probably plus 1.5 runs with the Mets. maybe, money line, I think this game's going to be a tight one all the way throughout. So getting those 1.5 runs in your pocket probably going to be worth quite a bit of money. 4:11 out here in Phoenix, 7:11 Eastern time. Rays, Red Sox. Zach Eflin versus Cutter Crawford in this particular one. Cutter Crawford's pitched well. Rays on the road in Boston. This is another game, I can't believe, I was a little shocked that the total was 8.5, on this game here. I'd probably like to play the under there. Red Sox, about a $1.26 favorite. We'd also lean towards the Red Sox in that matchup. So then next game up, 4:21 out here in Phoenix, 7:21 Eastern time. We've got the Braves, the Cubs heading to Atlanta to play the Braves in this one. So no starting pitcher yet announced for Atlanta. But Shota is pitching for the Cubs. He has been absolutely dominant, 5-0 with an ERA at 1. And yet the Cubs are about a $1.30 dog in this one. We're going to roll with the Cubs. Now, we are going to be light on batter props till we get a better idea of who Atlanta is going to pitch in this one. And we're also going to be light on the pitcher props because we want to play Shota here as well. But we'll give you what we've got so far. Cubs money line, plus 1.5, minus 1.5, minus 2.5 on the run line. Cubs over the team total. Cubs plus a half a run, front 3, front 5, and front 7 innings. We more than likely will have 2 batter props and a couple of Shota props as well in that one. So make sure you do check out our Google Sheets at the end of every show that we do on YouTube. Also on our YouTube and TikTok channel pages. It's docs.google.com/spreadsheet. You're going to want to click on 2024 baseball and then scroll down to May 13th. You'll get all those updated bets as soon as we can get those posted for you. So one more time so far in that Cubs-Braves game. Cubs money line, plus 1.5, minus 1.5, minus 2.5 on the run line. Cubs over their team total. Cubs plus a half a run, first 3, first 5, and front 7 innings. Next game up, Pirates headed to Milwaukee. 4:41 out here in Phoenix, 7:41 Eastern time in this one here. So Mitch Keller versus Colin Rea in this one. This is pretty simple breakdown here for you. Milwaukee can score runs. Pittsburgh struggles too, except when it's against the Cubs, right? On that one there. But that being said, Milwaukee has been really good. It looks like they take 2 out of 3 or maybe the full series sweep against St. Louis. Pittsburgh just struggled to score. Keller has struggled to pitch. He has not pitched nearly as well as he has the last few seasons on that one. So at that game there, at Brewers being about a $1.30 favorite, a lot of value there, I think, in the Brewers. So we lean towards the Brewers in that matchup. Next game up, 4:41 as well, out here in Phoenix, 7:41 Eastern time. Nationals headed to Chicago to play the White Sox in this one here. So we've got Trevor Williams and Flexen going. Trevor Williams for the Nationals, Flexen for the White Sox. Breakdown for this one's pretty easy. If you haven't paid attention, the Nationals are at like 500, 19-20 looks like for the season on that one there. So they're a $1.22 favorite in this one against the White Sox. Their offense can be potent at times as well. So we like I play the Nationals in multiple ways here. I'd play them on the money line, minus 1.5 runs. I'd also look if their team total is 4.5 or under, I would play over the team total there for the Nationals. Next game up, 5:06 out here in Phoenix, 8:06 Eastern time. Guardians and the Rangers in this one here. So we've got Beebe versus Lorenzen in this one. Lorenzen's ERA is due to basically one outing there. So 4.66 ERA. Bibby's at 4.91. Bibby has not pitched well his last couple times out. Lorenzen was actually pretty strong his last time out in this one. Rangers offense definitely trusts more than this Guardians offense. So at a $1.20 favorite, I think you're getting a lot of value here. We'd roll with the Rangers like I said, the $1.20 favorite here. Also looking to them on the run line, maybe minus 1.5 as well in that one. Next game up, 5:11 out here in Phoenix, 8:11 Eastern time. Astros, A's. And this one here, so let's see, we got Stripling going against Spaghetti Arrighetti. So Stripling got absolutely bombed in his last time out. I think they left him in there for 2 innings and he gave up 10 runs for the A's there. And Arrighetti is just god-awful with his 8.44 ERA. So in this particular game here, to be really honest, I don't know how you don't take, like the A's are the plus 136 dog with a pitching matchup that definitely doesn't, that favors them just a shade. So slight, maybe a small play on the money line, but like them plus 1.5 in this one as well. The total in this one at 8.5, and there should be some scoring here. I would look to the total over in that one as well. Next game up, 6:41 out here in Phoenix, 9:41 Eastern time. Diamondbacks and the Reds. In this particular game here, Ashcroft versus Jordan Montgomery. Montgomery's pitched okay since signing with the Diamondbacks. Ashcroft's pitched, he pitched pretty well. First few starts of the season, struggled here as of late, as the Reds have really struggled. D-backs did get a win finally in the series against the Orioles, but Orioles are one of the best teams in the majors, so completely understand on that one to struggle on the road, going to Baltimore in that one. So in that particular game there, Diamondbacks are a $1.48 favorite right now. So I would look to the Diamondbacks here in this particular game, as the Reds have struggled on this road trip, and they struggled at home before they even hit the road trip offensively. So we would lean to the Diamondbacks in here on the money line. Next game up, 6:41 as well out here in Phoenix, 9:41 Eastern time. We've got Rockies Padres in this one here. Dakota Hudson against Vasquez. So it looks like it's going to be a couple of guys with 4.5 ERAs and plus in this one. The Padres normally play really well in Colorado. At home, they should be enough here to beat the Rockies. They're about a $2 favorite. It is a bunch, but I would look to the total, the Padres over their team total in that one as well. One game that's not on the board yet at 6:38 out here in Phoenix, 9:38 Eastern time. Soriano for the Angels against Liberatore in this one. Angels' worst home record in baseball. I think they're 5-13 if my number's right, or 5-14. It's just pretty bad on that one. But both teams can't score either. Both teams struggle to score, although the Angels did put up a 9 spot on Saturday, but had to take 2 3-run shots to get there. To be really honest, this is a major stay away game between these two teams. But if you had to play it, we would lean slightly towards the Cardinals in that one. All right, last two games of the night. Let's get home on this one. Royals, and we're going to be in both of these games here. So 6:41 out here in Phoenix, 9:41 Eastern time. Royals, Mariners. Royals finishing up still on the road trip there after Seth Lugo, and they go against the Angels again. Royals at 24-17 record, Mariners 21-19. So Mariners have really come on after their struggles early, but it's been mainly pitching. They still can't seem to hit. The Royals have put up some runs, and Brady Singer's been fantastic except for one spot. His ERA would be under 1 if it wasn't for that one game. He's with the 2.36 ERA, and Kirby with an ERA over 5 in this one, or over 4, my apologies. We like the Royals here. We love the pitching matchup. I think it favors them quite a bit in this one. So we're going to take, and even though the Royals in this game are about 120 plus dogs here, I can't believe the Mariners are favored, almost a $1.50 favorite in this one. In my opinion, I think the wrong team's favored. So we're on the Royals, and we're going with the Royals here quite a bit. So we're going to go Royals money line, plus 1.5, minus 1.5, minus 2.5 on the run line. Royals over the team total. Royals plus a half a run, front 3, front 5, front 7 innings. Bobby Witt's had good success against Kirby, so we're going to take Witt, homer, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, 2+ hits. We also need a left-hander here, and Pasquantino has played well as of late. Homer, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits for Pasquantino. We're also going to go Brady Singer. It should be, it hasn't been announced yet, obviously on the books yet, what his outs total is going to be. But if it is over, if 17.5 is the number or less, we're going over in that one to get 6 full innings out of Singer. So one more time, Royals, Mariners. Royals money line, plus 1.5, minus 1.5, minus 2.5 on the run line. Royals over their team total. Royals plus a half a run, first 3, first 5, first 7 innings. Bobby Witt, homer, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, 2+ hits. Vinny Pasquantino, homer, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, 2+ hits. Brady Singer, over outs recorded in that matchup there. Next game up, let's see, at 6:46 out here in Phoenix, 9:46 Eastern time. Dodgers, Giants in San Francisco. Gavin Stone and Jordan Hicks. Jordan Hicks has been kind of a surprise so far as a starter this season, as the Giants got him out of the reliever row and picked him up to be a starter in this particular one. He's pitched all right. Gavin Stone, on the other hand, did have a good outing the last time out, but it's hard to trust Gavin Stone, let's put it to you that way, on that one. But that being said, that Giants offense continues to struggle some more in that one. So to be really honest here, that's the only reason. Offensively, we just think probably get a little bit more out of the Dodgers. So we're going to roll with the Dodgers in this one. Even though they're a favorite, I think it's a little bit too high. There's not as much value there for the Dodgers, but definitely see them winning this game and scoring enough runs to handle this one. So Dodgers money line minus 1.5, 2.5, 3.5 on the run line. Dodgers over their team total. Dodgers minus a half a run first 3, first 5, first 7 innings. And then the two batters were on. Freddie Freeman and Teoscar Hernandez have both had tremendous success against Jordan Hicks. Another reason why we like the Dodgers with these two guys in the lineup. Freddie Freeman, homer, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, 2+ hits. Same thing for Teoscar Hernandez, homer, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. So one more time, those bets in the Dodgers-Giants game. Dodgers money line minus 1.5, 2.5, 3.5 on the run line. Dodgers over their team total. Dodgers minus a half a run, first 3, first 5, first 7 innings. Freddie Freeman, homer, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, 2+ hits. Teoscar Hernandez, homer, double, over hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. So we've mentioned the Google Sheets before. This is our betting ledger. So you can find it in multiple spots. At the end of every YouTube episode we do, in the comments section, you'll find a link there. Also on our YouTube and TikTok channel pages, you'll also find it. It's docs.google.com/spreadsheet. If you want these baseball bets, all you have to do is go to 2024 baseball tab. Scroll down to May 13th. You'll be able to see all the bets that we just went through. So as we are a volume better, make sure you do check that out, as it makes life very easy to follow along with what we're doing, as well as the breakdowns we'll give you throughout the show. And if you want to make life easy to find us, just make sure you subscribe or follow us, so no matter what social media platform you're watching us on, we'll show up in your subscriptions or followers tab every time we have a new episode for you to consume there. And if you want to make life even easier to find us, you can do so by by turning on notifications to the social media platform you're watching us on, whether it's going to be YouTube, TikTok, or any of the ones out there. I would greatly appreciate it. You'll get a notification sent to your phone or device to let you know Sports Bets for Free has dropped a new episode of bets. Give you plenty of time to match those up with your bets and give you that ton of confidence you need heading to the betting app or betting window. We do appreciate everybody's support as always, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode.